Talking with your child about being blind or partially sighted. Talking about being blind or partially sighted can be challenging for a parent. You are not alone in this. How do you talk to your child about these things? Knowing that his or her eyesight will get worse as time goes on can make things even more difficult. Many parents will get their child's diagnosis in hospital or in an institution like Bartimeus or Visio. You may be told what is the matter with your child's eyesight during the first appointment, but it can also take a long time before the results of the medical examinations are clear. It is important for you to digest the news first, to come to terms with your own feelings. It is okay for your child to notice that you are sad or worried. It is helpful to share these feelings of sadness. You may have many questions about your child's eyesight. Be sure you ask the people at Bartimeus your questions. You may not be able to tell your child exactly what will happen. You could say, "We don't yet know exactly how things will go with your eyes." Talking with your child about impaired vision is often difficult, but it may be very helpful. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Just be open and straightforward. Answer any question your child may have. Remember that parents know their own child best. There is no such thing as a right moment to talk about poor eyesight. Perhaps you'll want to get used to the idea first before you can talk about it. The best moment would be when your child is ready to talk. Children will only start to ask questions when they're up for hearing the answers. When your child comes to you with questions, take enough time to answer them. Will I go blind? That is a hard question. It's a question many children will ask, and a lot of parents ask themselves the same thing. Make sure your child understands difficult words such as visual acuity and field of vision. And what do we mean when we say that someone is blind? Most people think that a person who is blind cannot see anything at all. This may be the case, but often children still retain some sight. There are many different degrees of sight loss. It's not helpful to look for someone to blame for not being able to see well. Try not to make false promises about improving sight or to raise your child's expectations about possible surgery. It does not help your child to focus entirely on the things he or she cannot do so well. Focus on the things that are helpful. You and your child can ask the people at Bartimeus questions, or you may want to talk to someone who's been through the same process. And perhaps your child will have his or her own ideas about coping with reduced eyesight. Talk about the things your child enjoys doing and what is needed to ensure that your child can continue to do the things that he or she enjoys. What if your child does not want to talk? That's okay too. Forcing a discussion will not help. Try to wait for the moment your child comes to you with a question. If you see your child is sad, try to find some distraction by engaging in an activity together. That can be as effective as a conversation. Any immediate change, such as getting new prescription glasses, asks for a prompt explanation. But if the decline in eyesight is gradual, you may want to talk about it over a period of time. Tell your child that you will continue to have little talks about his or her eyesight from time to time. When your child is a bit older, it may be easier for him or her to understand certain things. Siblings will also want to know what is going on. Talk to them too, and give them a chance to ask questions. If your child has a condition that runs in the family, it's possible to screen siblings and other relatives too. As a family, you will have to deal with other people's questions. They may ask, "Why does your brother walk with a cane?" It may be helpful to think of possible ways to answer these questions together with your child. Short and clear answers work best. You will often be able to talk to your child yourself, or else family members or friends will, but sometimes it may be helpful when someone at Bartimeus takes over. They are there to help, and they know a lot about your child's eyesight. Together with the people at Bartimeus, you will make your child feel more at ease and better able to cope. There are counsellors for parents and educational supervisors who can help both at home and in the classroom. Children cope with their low vision and limited sight in different ways. Sometimes they may find it hard to accept that they are able to see less well than other children. Sharing and discussing this with people at Bartimeus or with other people who have low vision can help. Many parents will be told about their child's eye disorder when the child is still too young to understand. As children grow older, they will start to ask questions. This often happens when they start school and compare themselves to other children. Help is always available. You only have to call us or send an email.